In this training segment for FLMSG custom HTML forms, we're going to add a different option to our HTML form that we've been working on. And in this case, we're going to be talking about the option select list or option list. And I'm back on the W1HKJ FLMSG help under custom HTML forms. And I've selected the text for our option list or our select list. So I'm going to copy that to my clipboard, go back to my browser, go underneath the last thing that we worked on, which were the radio buttons. And I'm going to paste my code in there. I'm going to select it, tab it over, make it look nice and neat. And now we're going to talk about this. So we've got the please select your modem speed. That's our text that's going to display. There's nothing prefixing that. Now the select name equals speed. So the select is going to be what the name of the select list is going to be. So it's called speed. And now the option is any of the options underneath that select. So in other words, one of the options in my select list is going to be no value or none, and it's going to say no modem. And then my next one, its value is going to be vSlow, and selected equals selected. Remember that? That means that's going to be our default value that is going to be populated when we open up the form, 9600 or lower. And then you've got the option value equals slow of 19,200. If you're familiar with modem speeds, I think you're kind of getting the idea where this is going. So this is the displayed value right here, 19,200 for this. And this is the value that's going to be passed over to FLMSG. And you notice how we had the beginning of the select up here, which is opening of the tag. Get the closing of the tag down here. So technically, since this is a control that has other options inside of it, I'm going to tab the options inside over so it's easier to read and understand what's going on. So we've got the select, the end of the select, and then the different options inside. I'm going to save that. I'm going to go back to my FLMSG. I'm going to go to custom, test form 1. Now you'll see I've got some more information here besides the radio boxes and the check boxes. You also see the speed. So again, the select name is speed. So that's my actual input control speed. And here it is speed. And by default, remember I said we had selected vSlow, and that's what it's showing by default. So I'm going to hit my edit form. Again, you can see all these normal controls, and now we've got please select your modem speed. Remember 9600 or slow or lower was the checked value. I'm going to choose 38400 now, and I'm just going to put Ted in here for a name, or Ted, not Tess, and choose a date and hit submit form. And then I go back to FLMSG, and you can see the speed now says, okay, well, I thought I chose 38400. Well, you did. But if you look back here in the code, 38400 is equal to a value of okay. If you wanted to make that the actual speed, you could do the same text in the value as you put on the screen. So 9600, we'll put, or lower, less than or equal to is probably the best thing to put in there. We'll see if the double quotes here actually allow me to put that in there without any tabbing or hashing of the data. And I'll do save and go back over to FLMSG, form, custom, test form. Speed is less than or equal to 9600. So it did take it. And again, if I edit the form and I look here and I choose it to 38,400 this time again, and I click OK or submit, and I look back, 38,400 is the actual speeds there. And in the example that's given on W1HKJ's website, it proves that you can have different data on your display versus what's submitted. I'm not sure how many times you'd want to do that or in what circumstances you want to do that for amateur radio. Depending on the purpose, I guess. It could be possible that you'd want it, but in most cases you want what's displayed on the screen to be actually sent as the data. So that's it. That's doing a select list with the different values that you can put in and how you can make it display versus what's being sent. Look for more videos coming too.